Chairman, and I think it's important that we hold this hearing as negotiations are going on as we speak with USMCA. As I say all the time, food is a national security issue, and I think California certainly proves it. As a third-generation farmer, clearly I know firsthand the challenges that we face. We're the largest agricultural state in the nation. We exported $23.8 billion in farm products, about 44% of what we grow in California. They are such crops as almonds, pistachios, dairy, wine, walnuts, tomatoes, rice, grapes, strawberries, and citrus, just to give you a bit of the diversity. We think they're special. I'm not sure. We have a communication problems. When people go to the grocery store, they don't go to the specialty crop aisle, but that's another matter. But people are hurting in farm country. Bankruptcies are up, and this is something that is so critical as I go home every week to talk with my farmers, ranchers, dairymen, and women. President Trump took NAFTA, won, and upgraded it. It needed to be done. Bob Lighthizer was very effective in that effort. Put a new label on it, called it USMCA, the best, greatest trade agreement ever known to mankind. I think I remember when he signed it in 2020. And that may be, but the fact is that it is an important tool between our borders to the north and south, countries that we've had long-term relationships with. For the life of me, I can't understand why we're not using that in the 5-year review period to deal with the differences, as opposed to insulting comments like a 51st state and other such tactics that I don't think help the process. We need a deal. We must get a deal, and it must be trilateral and enforceable and dependable. Farmers need certainty in our marketplace and not chaos. Mr. Puglia, we've worked together for many years. I appreciate your good work with Western growers and the special crops I talked about. It's the heart of agriculture, not only in my district, but in California, where growers compete every day in the North American market. Can you share a bit about the Perishable Ag Commodities Act and why it's important for our industry and why it should be a part of the USMCA discussions with Mexico?
Thank you, Congressman Costa, for the question. I appreciate that. Yes, the Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act recognizes that a producer of a perishable food product, in the event of the buyer going into insolvency or bankruptcy, can't pull the product back by the very fact that it's perishable. By the time the product has been delivered, the clock is running out on its usable lifespan, and by most standards, the product's been sold, the revenue has been generated to the retailer or to the food service company, and the grower, of course, expects to be paid. And so that's the heart of the Perishable Agricultural Commodities Act.
And we have among the highest standards in the country, California growers, correct?
That is correct.
And we want them to be strong and consistent in oversight. Can you give us one or two examples of imported food safety oversight enforcement that should be improved? You talked a bit about it earlier, and how the United States could use USMCA to secure that.
Yes, again, thanks for the question. Very briefly, I'll put it in this context. In 2023, the U.S. FDA conducted 11,000 domestic inspections of produce operations, only 1,500 foreign inspections, even though we have a very significant share of fresh fruits and vegetables coming from abroad. I could show you a case of disparity between an American producer of a fresh produce product and a Mexican producer of the same product, in which case the American producer was subject to much more rigorous standards, much more rigorous testing, and follow-on activity from the FDA, while the Mexican producer was not. And so I think that's an area for improvement.
These are non-tariff barriers that we have to deal with, and I think if you could submit that information to the committee, it would be helpful. Mr. Shump, with the Meat Institute, you confirmed the New World Screwworm in Texas. USDA has confirmed a new detection in June 3rd. In practical terms, what in animal health issues like the screwworm happens, what does it mean for U.S. beef exports?
Thank you for that question. At first, I want to just state that New World Screwworm is not a food safety issue, and USDA does inspect all of our animals before they go to slaughter and all carcasses before anything would enter the food supply. What we are happy to see is USDA's focus on regionalization and zoning agreements with our trading partners. There should be no impact according to the World Organization for Animal Health, on any meat product exports. So we would expect those to continue to be exported around the world.
Thank you. My time's expired, Mr. Chairman, but I'd like to submit for unanimous consent a letter that I sent earlier with regards to the issue of naming names like Asagio, Feta, Gorgonzola, and their impact on the EU-Mexico trade deal takes effect. It's important that we get these brand naming things worked out, and I hope that's a part of the negotiation.
Seeing no objection, so ordered. The chair